Hi guys. Today we want to talk about cost of living in Canada. How much money you need to rent apartment or to rent proper space to live. And I'm pretty sure you been asking this question and you were trying to find some information online, and actually you can google it and you can find some websites where you can get a lot of information. But I want to touch this question in general, and I want to show you prices for different type of rental places. First of all, the cheapest one could be for you to rent a room. This room could be in a building, like in apartment. So it could be 2-bedroom apartment, and the two person can rent 1 bedroom in this, and you can share the cost. Or it could be a room in a house where, let's say, they have up to 6-8 rooms to rent, and usually it's like only 4 bedrooms house. So sometimes they can convert basement, which is lower level, into some bedrooms, or even living room with some divider, or put some walls. We've seen some places like that, and we know that these houses could rent out up to 10 bedrooms. In this case, cost will be cheaper, so you can spend from 500, let's say, to 800 per room, and it's the cheapest price. In this case, you don't have to pay anything extra. You don't have to pay any utilities, which is hydro, electricity, or like any other that you can, water. Next one is the rent of the apartment. Apartment is the big building with, usually it's like 5 stories and up, with different 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms apartment, and they are run by management. So each apartment doesn't have any owner, like separate one, and usually it's one management who's running this apartment, and they can sign contract directly with you. In this case, the prices would be the cheapest because this is low-rise apartments, and they don't have any extra amenities. They don't have a pool, they don't have concierge, they are pretty simple. All you have to pay just 11 to 1300 per month, and this is great option for newcomers, as they don't ask you to pay 6 months upfront. The next one is condominiums. Condominium is a high-rise building with a lot of units, and each unit belongs to separate owner. So if you're trying to find some condos, you have to deal with the owner of this condo personally. So you have to sign contract with them, and usually to rent condo, you have to pay close to 1,600 to more than 2,000 sometimes. It depends on the location, on the building, on the amenities, and technically you don't have to pay some extra utilities except hydro and cable or internet. That's it. The rest included in the price that owner pays to the building, and the condominium fee. You don't have to pay them. All you have to pay just rent, and rent usually higher than in apartment buildings, but again, you get in the higher level of services. You have a pool, you have concierge, you have exercise room, you have gym, you have party room, you have a special room for visitors that you can pay like just some little amount of money, and your parents or friends can stay there while they visiting you, and other stuff. So these buildings much nicer. They have nice insulation. They have because in apartments you easily can hear your neighbors or dogs or some other pets. So again, condominiums, they gives you more luxury lifestyle. And next one, you can rent the house. And some other types of the houses. So it could be townhouse, which is few houses attached in one, or it could be semi-detached. It's one house divided by two owners with two separate entrances, like completely two different houses, but they just have a spare wall. And detached house. In this case, prices would vary from, I would say, 1,800 to 3,000, or sometimes even more. We have houses that you can rent even for 5,000, but as newcomer, we're talking about normal prices that you can afford. Of course, if you have a big family, you won't fit in apartment or even condo. So in this case, you need to rent house. Houses could be from usually 2-3 bedrooms and up. Most of them probably 3-4 bedrooms, and sometimes they have a basement where you can, if you have like teenagers in your family, so they can live there. Again, house give you more privacy because you can get backyard, you can get some space outside where your kids can play, and of course it's a house. When you rent house, you have to pay utilities by yourself, and sometimes it could be up to 500 a month. It depends on the house and on the prices. So you have to pay hydro. Usually it's like about 100 a month. You have to pay water. Water bills come every 3 months, I believe, and they could be somewhere between 200 and 300 for this period of time. So if we can divide by 3 months, it will be around 100. Also, you have to pay gas, and gas could be somewhere between let's say $80 to $200 a month, depending on the location and on your size of the house. So and again, you have to pay for your internet, you have to pay for your phone. It's your expenses, you have to pay for them anyway. Also, I want to mention that in any case, doesn't matter what you rent, you have to get tenant insurance. Insurance covers your personal belongings. It doesn't cover if something happened to the house. It's landlord's insurance. Landlords should pay and obtain this insurance by themselves, and you are responsible for your insurance. In this case, it's very important. You have to find insurance. First of all, before you move into the premises, you have to show this insurance to the landlord, and it's a reason why they can refuse you to let you in. And insurance would cost you somewhere between $30 to $100 a month. It again depending on the company, on your personal stuff you have, and other. That's pretty much all regarding rent in Toronto and GTA area. And again, if you have some questions, these prices, like average prices on today real estate market, and if you need some more details regarding some special location, or some city, town, or some place where you want to live, again, we can send you more details. Just leave your comment and we can keep in touch with you. Also, if you'd like to check prices by yourself, you can go to realtor.ca. We can leave the link in the description, so you can check this website. And again, you can choose location, you can choose how many bedrooms you're interested in it, what type of property you're looking for, and you can check the prices. And please notice, when you're looking for some type of house or apartment, when you see how many bedrooms, you have to put actual number of bedrooms where you're going to sleep. Because here in Ontario, if they say 3 bedrooms, let's say, it means that you'll have living room, kitchen, dining area, and 3 actual bedrooms with the beds. So the place where you can actually sleep. And I know in Montreal it's a little bit, in Quebec it's a little bit different. So they call apartments like 3.5 something, or like that. It's different than here in Toronto. So if you're looking, just put exactly, if you need 1 bedroom for small families, that's enough, 1 bedroom. If you have kids, of course you need 2 bedrooms and more, and just put 2 bedrooms, and then you can see the prices according to location. Also, I want to mention that for you as a buyer here in real estate market, it costs you nothing to hire a real estate professional. Sometimes it's easier as they have access to the system, so they can send you all updates, they can send you wherever is on the market, they can send you some information, they can give you some advices which location better, which is great. When we were coming here from Ukraine, we hired one lady who was working here in Toronto, and she was looking for the place for us to rent while we were in Ukraine, and she was sending us pictures, photos, she was sending us videos, and now you can just put Skype on, or WhatsApp, or other apps, and like you can see what your realtor can see, and in this case you can say, okay, I like this, or I don't like, let's keep looking. Just you have to remember, you don't have to pay them. That's it. It's free for buyers here, because they will be paid by sellers or landlords. So it's easy option for you, and just you can consider this as a great way to find some place. Again, if you have any questions, you can always leave your comment, and in next video we can cover health insurance, basic expenses, some transportation insurance. So stay with us. Bye.